This video will explain two chemical reactions that happen in cells. First up is cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is the process of breaking down glucose, or commonly known sugar, to create ATP, which you guys now know is energy. So here's table sugar. Sugar is found in a variety of foods, fruits and vegetables and pastas and breads and tortillas and rice. And this is what the chemical structure looks like. This is what the molecule of glucose looks like. Every time you eat glucose, your body breaks it down into a bunch of ATP. Remember, ATP is made of 3 phosphates, a base, and a sugar. ATP is then used by your body for energy. So let's say you go out running, you're using ATP. Maybe you're writing down notes to this video, you're using ATP. Whenever you do anything, your body is using ATP. This is the formula for cellular respiration. Write this down, star it, underline, circle it. You have to know everything about this formula. The molecules written on the left are called reactants. This is what is used in cellular respiration. So we use glucose and we use oxygen in cellular respiration. The arrows represent the reaction itself, the process of cellular respiration. So glucose goes into the cell, oxygen goes into the cell, cellular respiration occurs, and the products are created. The products are on the right of the reaction. They are carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. Cellular respiration is the most important chemical reaction in any cell. The reason? Because it produces ATP, which is needed by all of our cells. So it should make sense that cellular respiration occurs in every single organism on Earth. Everything does cellular respiration. The chemical reaction is really complicated and it takes many steps, and it occurs in 2 places within cells. It occurs within the cytoplasm and the mitochondria of cells. Remember how we previously learned that mitochondria is responsible for making ATP? This is why. This is where cellular respiration occurs. It takes sugar, it breaks down sugar, and creates ATP. All right, so why are we talking about all of this boring stuff? Who cares? Well, our body is performing cellular respiration right now, every single second of the day. Without it, we would die. Every time you eat a polysaccharide like bread or rice or pasta or fruit or vegetables, the enzymes in your body break down those polysaccharides into monosaccharides called glucose. Those monosaccharides are then going to be used by the body in cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is taking the monosaccharides, or glucose, breaking it down into ATP, and then our cells are going to use that ATP to do all kinds of things. Remember ATP? ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate and is the energy of our cells. It is made of 3 parts, a base, a sugar, and 3 phosphates. This should look familiar. How specifically does ATP give us energy? Well, ATP, remember, is a triphosphate molecule. It has 3 phosphates. If you break off the last phosphate of ATP, you then get adenosine diphosphate, 2 phosphates. When that last phosphate comes off, though, energy is released. This is why ATP is considered energy, because our body always breaks off the last phosphate of ATP, releases energy, and then we do stuff with it. For instance, we can do work, like we think, we write, we run, we make cells, we make muscles, and do a variety of other things. We are always pulling off the last phosphate of ATP and releasing energy so that we can do all kinds of work in our cells.